The magician has a deck of cards with 52 different cards. The spectator can choose any random card. It's a free selection. Let's say they choose this one. Please remember. Then the card goes back in the deck and the magician shuffles a few times. Now the magician explains he's gonna shuffle the deck, but in a very special way. Face up cards into face down cards, complete chaos. Upside down, inside out, all the cards are mixed up. So we have a deck of cards which is a complete chaos with face down cards, face up cards, face down cards, face up cards. It just depends where you pick up the deck, because it's also possible you find a spot that two decks are touching each other. And with a little bit of magic, as I wave my hand over the deck, all the cards will now come back as a face down card. Every single card is a face down card except for one card. And one card only, and it happens to be your selection. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to teach you this really cool trick that you saw in the performance. It looks like a triumph, but it's easier to do. It's the easy version in my opinion. I also want to mention I have a membership on my channel. If you want to join, you can click on the join button below the video and you will have access to more videos. Alright, so let's grab a deck of cards and let's start the tutorial. Alright guys, here's the tutorial. Really cool trick and very easy to do. So take your deck of cards, normal deck, no preparation. And first we're going to ask the spectator to choose a card. Of course this is a free selection. So let's say they choose this card right here. Now for the tutorial and explanation I will share the card. It's an 8 of spades. Now what we want in this case, we want this card to end up on the bottom right here. So there are multiple ways to do that. In the performance you saw me doing it like this. The card has to go back first, so we're gonna take some cards by shuffling. Just a few, like, yeah, maybe like 10. This is probably 8. And you're gonna ask them to put the card there. They put the card on top. Now you're gonna take one card with your thumb, let it stick out. This is a little bit too much maybe. If you are practicing this, you can do it a little bit less like this, so it's less obvious. But for now, let's keep it like this. One card. And then you shuffle the rest and make it very clumsy. You know, just a little bit here, a little bit in the front, a little bit to the back. So it's really looks like mixed up. Now here is your key card, the card that was sticking out. And you will use that card to put your thumb here and hold the break, because this is the selected card. I explained this already in a few videos. But of course, every week we have a lot of new subscribers. So if you don't notice, I have to explain it again. There's the break. And now you're gonna pick up some piles. 1, 2, 3. There's the card on top. All right, so the chosen card's on top. But as I said, it has to be on the bottom for this trick. What you can do now, make a pinky break. So you pick it up, or you slide it and make the break. You slide it and make the break. Or you cover it with your hand and pick it up. Now you have it here. And now you want to take some piles, 2, 3 or 4 from the bottom, and put them on top. So only the first card will stay in position. So let's say we have 1, we have 2, we have 3 piles on top, and now the card is on the bottom. All right? That's my way to get that selected card on the bottom. All right. Now let's go to the next part. We're gonna take some cards from the top, small pile, and turn it over. Take some cards again, and we're gonna keep doing this move. And it looks really like we're gonna shuffle face up, face down cards, and we are creating a complete chaos. Now you're gonna keep doing it until you get to the last few cards, because the last card is of course the chosen selected card, And this card has to come as one single card on top. All right? The only single card that's on the bottom is the selected card. You're going to put it on top. All right? Now, this creates the illusion that it's really mixed up everything. But in fact, this is all you have done right now. Selected card on top. Around half of the deck is face up. The other half is face down. And this card is of course also face down. But the audience thinks it's all mixed up. And you can put the cards on the table and show them. You're going to pick up a pile from the lower part in the face down area. You explain to them, we have cards face down. Now you go up. We have cards face down. You pick up from the face up area. Do it again. Face down cards, face up cards. So while you're explaining that we have a mixed up deck, face up cards into face down cards, you're going to do that from the lower area, topper area, lower area. And you're going to show them different cards, all right? Again, with the story, with explaining the audience. So we just mixed up the deck. We created a complete chaos. We have face down cards, we have face up cards, we have face down cards, face up cards. It's all mixed up. And it's really nice if you sometimes show some cards face up and the top card is face down. So it creates the illusion it's all mixed up. And now you're going to explain to them that it's also possible that you find a spot in the deck where two decks are touching each other. Now you have to search for this point right here. You can do that by ruffling here, just have a peek. You go from the middle and just search for it. So I'm searching, and now I find the spot because I was searching. Let me show it. I was searching for the spot because I see face down cards, face down, face down, face down, face down. And then at some moment, I get a face up. That means that here is the break. Here is the position where I need to pick it up. So as I'm explaining, it's possible that at some point you have back to back. Now you're going to pick up the deck, you point to that, back to back. Then you're going to turn it over in your other hand. Now you're going to pick up another half, just doing this to show something, you know, it's all misdirection. And now you turned over this pile and put it back on top. And what you've done now is you reordered, and only the top card, which was here, this is what you have done. The top card with all the other cards, because you made the break, is now turned over. And automatically everything is back to normal, face down, except for the selected card. Let me show you that last part one more time. I'll probably go very fast. So you're explaining, we have face up cards. I can do it one more time. We have face up cards, we have face down cards, we have face up cards. And also if you search for it, you find a spot where two backs are touching each other. So for example, let me see. Yeah, here I have a point. It's possible to find a spot where you have two backs touching each other. Okay, everything is possible. You saw what I did? I turned it over from hand to hand, turned the pile over. So now it's all back to normal. Every card is now face down except for the selected card. Do what you want to create some magic. Yeah, maybe this, or wave, or snap your finger. And every single card is now back to normal as a face down card. Except for one card. And that's of course their selection, in this case the 8 of spades. Fantastic and a beautiful trick. Have fun, guys.